Virtual Art Camp. Do not attempt to adjust your computer screens, because we are in there. Hey folks, my name is Steve Prince, and I'm the Director of Engagement at the Muscarelle Museum at William & Mary. Hey folks, we have a wonderful show lined up for you today. Today we're going to continue on our exploration making words. Oh, we've been having so much fun drawing letters in perspective and making words appear to pop out of the page. Oh, now we're going to deal with a little bit of wonderful thing that I love to do, which is called bubble letters. Okay, are you ready for this exploration? Come on folks, let's get your materials out. So what you're gonna need, you're gonna need a number 2 pencil or softer. You're gonna need paper of any size, and you're going to need an eraser. All right, folks? Come on, folks. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get our paper out. Let's make some wonderful, beautiful, stupendous artwork. All right? So what we're gonna use, I'm gonna use a marker for this demonstration to work with you so you have good contrast so you can see and follow along as I make these different marks. Now, I'm going to show you 2 different ways in order to make the bubble letters. Now, the first way I'm going to make them look kind of puffy, but I'm not going to make them look over puffy. The second one, I'm going to look like they're about to just burst, and air is about to just come careening out of the letters, okay? So I'm going to do one set of letters. So the first thing you need to do is kind of make a series of shapes that would make up your letters, all right? And so the first one is like you make like a circular oval shape. All right, just like that. Lock the wrist and let it flow around. All right, then I'll make another letter shape. I'm gonna overlap that one onto the first one I just did. And I'm gonna make another one overlapping that one. I'm gonna make one more overlap. So I got 4 overlapping forms to make different letters. I haven't told you what the word I'm gonna use today. Today, the word of the day is hope. So we're going to make hope, and we're going to make hope just so full and just bursting all over the place. So the first thing you need to do is you think about that's the shape that your letter will fall in. So when I make this first letter, I'm going to make it look kind of bulbous and kind of full. I'm going to pull it around and wrap it around and wrap it down. And I'm almost doing it, I'm going to pretty much do this in one continuous line, just rolling it around. And notice, no hard edges. I wanted all of the letters to be curved to show the kind of fullness and show like the letter is like really puffy. Now the O is really easy because it's pretty much given to you already. So I'm just gonna make it bulge at the bottom a little bit. And the key thing about the O is gonna be where you put the O placement. Do I put it in the center? No, I'm gonna put it up close to the top, put it up high, make the circle up there. So H-O. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is make the P. I'm going to pull the back part of the letter and wrap the front part of the letter and wrap down to the bottom and make that little bottom portion come on up and boom, stop right back behind that letter. And I'm going to put that little dot of the P up high again. H-O-P. And what's the last letter, folks, for hope? There you go. Look at you. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. H-O-P-E. So I'm going to pull the top part of the E, drop that part down, come in the middle, boom, wrap that part around, wrap it around, wrap it on up, and then roll it around. So I got the word hope. Instead of bubble letters and have the letters overlapping one to the next. And so another thing I'm gonna do is give it a little bit of little shines on there, onto the surface of the letter. So I'm gonna pull a little shine, like boom, and like boom. See what it does? Just give it that little bit of character. So I'm going to give it a nice shine down towards the bottom of the letter, right over here. Boom and boom. I'm going to give it a nice shine across the top. And I'm going to give it another shine across the bottom. So that's one form of hope as bubble letters. Now you can go back and you can add more things to those letters. And like one thing I could do is like I can create like an outline kind of around them. So I'm going to run a little outline around the letters to kind of unify them. And this is just to jazz it up a little bit. Give it a little bit more uniqueness to your words and just tie them together and just make it look really cool. Now, letters are so much fun to do. You can do your name, you can do other words, you can do all kinds of things that are around you in the world, okay? So that's hope. You see how beautiful it is? Now let's make another version of the same word, hope, again. So I'm going to start off with the same basic structure, making those oval structures, the H, lock the wrist, keep it fluid, the O, the P, and the E. See, I lock the wrist and keep it nice and fluid. Nice and fluid. Nice and fluid. Okay? Now this time, I'm going to make the letters look like it's just like bursting, like they're about to just pop at any second. So I'm going to wrap this one around like that and pull it on up and around. And I'm going to pull this one and kind of come towards it, but then I'm going to wrap it over here, up and around towards it, just like that. And then I'm going to pull that one there. So I got the H. All right, and then I'm going to pull this around and make the O. Make that big old bulging O. And then inside for the making of the O inside of here, so this can be the O top right here and right there. That's H-O. So I had the letters just like, they're about to just explode at any minute. All right, and then for the P, I'm going to pull it around. And pull it on up. And pull it on around. Just like that. And then for the E, the P, I'll pull right here and pull right here, and that's for the little P. See how I close that circle off a little more and just scrunch it in? I push the letters together a little bit more. And now for the E, again, back behind it. And you want to pull it in just like that, and wrap it down and around, pull it around inside, wrap it down and around, and then wrap that E all the way up and around. And now I have the letter hope, and the letter's about to just explode. Now, if you want to make them explode, I could just open up a little spot over here on the side right there, just kind of pop right here. And if I want to make some wind rush out of there, so I just start to make the wind just kind of like rushing out of the letter, just about to burst or something like that. All right, but the other thing we can do, we can put some little shine on there, just shine on the surface. Just kind of shine it on up and give it a nice little roll of like a balloon is about to pop, remember? All right, so roll across the bottom, just like that. And put a little skinny one up towards the top, another little circle there. Pull around here just like that. And then pull around here just like that. And pull up towards the top. And then pull around towards the bottom. Oh yes, we got all kinds of shapes and formations. And so there you have the letter hope. You see, I got you two different forms. This one has a little bit more flair to it, got a little edge to it. You can actually read out the letters, but this one, I made the letters just swell and push against each other. And then we can add more tension, just by adding these little lines like that around it. And I'll make the letters appear as if they're moving and they're just like they're shaking in space, okay? Just these little movements like that. I'll give you an artist. You can look him up, named Keith Haring. And he was a New York artist, and he did a lot of artwork dealing with graffiti in the streets and so forth. And he would put that around his figures, that little bit of elements. So his figures always looked like they had this kind of agitation, like they were moving all the time. And so I put those little marks around there, and it used in cartoons and cartooning all the time. And it makes letters and makes all kind of information, like make the person look like they're shaking, like you're scared, all that good stuff. So have fun, folks. Explore, make different types of letters and different forms and formations. But the key thing is to always remember and never forget, art is all around you. Muscarelle in the house. Virtual art camp.